The 2017 Oscar and Matilda has amazing aromatics. It's really floral, fresh and vibrant. All these words probably don't mean too much, I suppose, but the idea of purity and freshness and energy in the wine is really what I want the wine to look like as a winemaker. When I walked through the vineyards in 2017, I didn't expect this wine to look like it does in 3 or 4 years' time. I think it's quite a magical example of Barossa Valley Shiraz. And I think it's really important to note that I was actually quite surprised by it the first time I tasted a bottle of this. Usually when I'm so close to the fruit, I can see elements of what I expect in the wine when it's released. But this wine really took me back, really surprised me, the way that it sort of structured up and the way that it evolved, particularly in the maturation in the barrel. So I'll have a bit of a look at it aromatically. I can see a lot of those traditional characters of the northwestern ridge of the Barossa. Lots of coffee, dark chocolate, mocha. There's a little bit of that olive tapenade. Certainly probably more floral than I'd expect it to be. So violets and lavender and things like that come to mind. But definitely lots of those traditional aromatics that I see from the northwestern ridge. On the palate, now that this wine has been open for probably a couple of hours, I can see it's almost perfect, really layered, quite complex, beautiful tannin, quite firm, obvious tannin, wonderful natural acidity, but also there's a depth and a texture to the wine that screams Barossa Valley and is synonymous with the way that Izway makes wine. I wouldn't encourage people to open this for probably the first 5 years. If you are impatient and you do want to have a look at it, I would really encourage you to decant it, let it breathe and let it evolve and open up and unfold. In a way, it's quite tightly wound and probably more tightly structured and tightly bound than the 2016 was. I think what sets this apart from the 16 is that it is a little tighter, whereas the 16 drank so beautifully on opening. It was quite soft with its tannin. This could actually end up being a better wine in 10 or 20 years. And what we'd encourage people to do is buy your 3 bottles, sit them down, maybe open one after 5 years, but certainly encourage you to keep them for 10 to 20 years. And I think you'll be more than rewarded with a great drinking experience after that period of time.